Welcome to Robot Wars and time for dual destruction, combined chaos, tag team terror, when our dastardly devices double up. Plenty of normal solo up and atom bravery, but now if one robot's in trouble he can call on his mate to rescue him, so energy is saved for renewed thrusts. And what a lovely menu we have for you. Mashed machines, robots in a stew, the old misroll, and jammed roly-poly. Finally, don't forget creme de la creme brulee.
Please welcome the master of mayhem, Craig Charles.
This is Robot Wars, where tonight it's double the trouble in our tag team terror. Now, you know the rules. I know the rules. You're in a team, and you tag, team. You do the maths. So, how come it always ends up in total, utter, sheer metal carnage? Refbot, you're in for a tough night, son, as we let the wars begin!
And Craig, don't forget the house robots in there! Mr. Psycho, the rest of his team, and always looking for a prowler, it's So, 16 robots making up 8 titanium twosomes. It's a straight knockout. And as Craig was saying, don't expect Queensberry rules. It's ding ding, seconds out, round 1.
From Leicester, in Leicestershire, Sumpthing.
Hardly a clean machine. Good, it'll need to fight dirty here.
From Maidstone in Kent, S.M.I.D.S.Y.
Vulnerable to axes in the past.
Yes, S.M.I.D.S.Y, you've done quite a bit of work to this robot, haven't you?
We've changed the side armour a bit, changed the front a bit.
So they've worked on it?
Yes.
Have you worked on it?
We have actually, unprecedentedly, like completely stripped it down to every single nut and bolt.
Yeah.
Put it all back together again using mainly grease and whale blubber.
And then it didn't work?
No, and it's not broke down in testing once.
S.M.I.D.S.Y, four-wheel driven, tough, has multi-purpose front jaws with razor-sharp blades. Something has circular blades, or an axe is a low-tech fighting machine.
From Belmont in Hereford, X-Terminator.
Once a UK Championship semi-finalist.
Mini Morg.
No great pedigree there.
Right, trying to get the story of why these two teams got together as one tag team is almost impossible. We've got lots of different versions. You met where?
Junction 7 of the M5.
Yeah, and then you decided to become a team because of...
Well, they can drink as much as we can.
And the real answer?
Total weaponry.
We were the last ones under the table together.
Mini Morg has a simple rollover design with CO2 flipper and spinning disc. X-Terminator, four-wheel driven, a scuff steer robot with an axe weapon and self-righting mechanism.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams. Something there on the left, the captain, Mr. Dig, and S.M.I.D.S.Y captained by Mick Reed. And the Mini Morg and X-Terminator teams, the two captains on the right, Dorian Cordy and Marlon Pritchard. In the arena for the house robots, we have Shunt and Dead Metal 2. 3, 2, 1. So the basic rules, if you're in trouble, you can get tagged by your teammate. You have to go back into the area to get tagged. Rules? Ha! What rules? S.M.I.D.S.Y in there with X-Terminator early on. S.M.I.D.S.Y on the attack, pushed back by X-Terminator. Down came the great pneumatic axe. And already you can see something getting in on the action there. Immediately they get out in support of Mick Reed, S.M.I.D.S.Y. Something in there with X-Terminator. We haven't seen Mini Morg yet. X-Terminator danced away. There's Mini Morg waiting to see if it can get tagged. Top of your picture. Now can come into the action. Out flies the yellow peril that is the barrel-chested Mini Morg. Back into the action comes S.M.I.D.S.Y in underneath Mini Morg. It has a 1.5 centimetre ground clearance, Mini-Morg. That is dangerous. S.M.I.D.S.Y trying to get there. Its weapon, the rear disc, 12 kilos of weapon there, 200-mile-an-hour carbide tooth, spinning rear disc into play. Down comes the axe of X-Terminator. Shouldn't really have got into the action there because Mini-Morg was the chosen robot out into the arena. But as I said, you can forget Queensbury rules here. They do not apply. And X-Terminator has the Mini-Morg up on its front. Listen, they're all out there now, I think. Something being chased around. There's S.M.I.D.S.Y again on the Mini-Morg. How can you keep up with this? All into a devil's brew of ill-disciplined, demonic, destructive power of robot ears. S.M.I.D.S.Y has pressed the spinning disc alarm. There you can see it just over the shoulder of Mr. Dick spinning away. The house robots will enter the fray if anyone goes into a CPZ, a quarter patrol zone, or if they see anything amiss, if they see too many robots into the fray. And Dead Metal is trying to slice into the axe mechanism of X-Terminator, slamming down there with a pickaxe onto the top of S.M.I.D.S.Y. If one robot in a tag team is immobilised, dumped out, thrown out, pitted or whatever, the other machine can fight on. A lone vigil. And they need to come up with 2 knockout blows because a judge's decision would automatically give it to the team with 2 robots left. And do you know, that could happen here because I think Sumpthing is about to be counted out. We're also running very, very close to time. Will it be counted out before Cease is called? That's the big question. I think they're out. And Cease they call. It means Sumpthing and S.M.I.D.S.Y are out, are gone. He doesn't know yet.
Exterminator and Mini-Morg. They get through. The Welsh have done it.
Put it down to, you know, losing this?
Losing? I wouldn't like to blame anything in particular for losing.
Or anyone.
Or anyone, no.
And I'll leave you with that thought.
Two machines here for the family right. Will it be their night?
From Clifton in Nottingham, Mighty Mouse.
Mind you, it could go all wrong.
You haven't got any big weapons, but you've got quite a lot of pushing power in there
There's
between
a big
you.
pushing power on Velocirippa.
So have you got tactics?
Well, we'll push around with Velocirippa and then Mighty Mouse will come in with a big hit and then run away again.
So no one's saying open the pit then? Because open the pit might be your biggest chance, mightn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Suicide is the best.
Suicide? So optimistic at this stage.
Suicide is the best means of attack.
Velocirippa has a manoeuvrable rammer and counter-rotating discs. The Mouse has a high-speed rammer. Very, very quick, this team.
From East Hagbourne in Oxfordshire, Hydra.
Limited experience. Flipper and Sledgehammer, though.
From Horsham in West Sussex, Barbaric Response.
It's a 10-bar body flipper with a punch ram.
Now, you've got a lot of fiberglass to cope with in the opposition.
Yeah, that's not going to be a problem for us.
No, that's quite a good thing.
Yeah, we're made of aluminium, so we're not scared
just rip that to shreds.
That's right.
And then see what's underneath.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. How are you going to work as a team? How are you going to complement each other?
We're hoping to get the fiberglass flying with our hammer, but if they are in trouble, then we come to their rescue.
Hydra's four-wheel driven with the flipper and sledgehammer, but is lightly armoured. Barbaric Response has differential steering for speed and manoeuvrability, but the aerial is vulnerable.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Velocirippa Mighty Mouse Green team, Matthew, Trevor and Emily Wright and Anthony Hillier. And together, Hydra and Barbaric Response, the two captains Dennis Ledbetter and Zach Barber. There's Matilda in the arena for the House Robots, and Shunt 2. 3, 2, 1, activate. First out, Velocirippa and Hydra. And there's a bird's eye view for Matthew and Emily Wright, the teenagers. Velocirippa, suspect ground clearance of 2 centimetres, bounced away by the Hydra team. Just saw the Barbaric Response boys waiting to get into the action. They're not needed yet. Velocirippa looks to me stone cold out there in the water. The dinosaur is about to be made extinct, I think, by Hydra. Velocirippa in major peril. The top cover is fiberglass. Quick exchange of controls there. Matthew Wright takes over to try and get Velocirippa out of danger. They are being foiled, and so too is Mighty Mouse. They went for the tag. The tag has all gone horribly wrong. Barbaric Response is out there. Mighty Mouse spins away. Barbaric Response is like a cat with the mouse. The ref bot is coming in to check on Velocirippa. He's being counted out. Mighty Mouse was turned there and is scuttling away and trying to stay out of trouble from Barbaric Response. Flipped up. Get back to your mouse hole. Your teammate Velocirippa has gone out. Mighty Mouse now fights alone. And Barbaric Response tries to squeeze Mighty Mouse between its front blade and Matilda's flywheel. The Barbaric Response boys, Zach and Damien Barber there at the controls. Now let go to Hydra. Hydra comes out, whacks into Mighty Mouse. Where can Mighty Mouse run? Nowhere. The arena is full of mouse traps. Down comes the blade of Hydra. Oh, go down there. Go on. Get out of trouble. Live to fight another day. It wasn't even a close squeak, was it? Velocirippa, the roar is no more. And Hydra and Barbaric Response have done this very well. They lack experience, but it looks a useful team for me. But they need to get out of trouble like that. Caught between a rock and a hard place, or shunt to Matilda, if you like. A bit more wisdom necessary, but Hydra and Barbaric Response safely through. Bye-bye, Velocirippa and Mighty Mouse.
Hydra and Barbaric Response kicking some robo-body and marching on.
Are you ashamed?
No, not really. I'm just tired.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Preparing two machines for this event's been a bit of a...
It's proper teamwork here, isn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't always pay off, teamwork.
Confirmation of our first two winning teams, then X-Terminator-Mini Morg will face Hydra and Barbaric Response in the next round. Two more fights up and coming.
From Hornchurch in Essex, Lightning.
Will it strike twice? They have double flippers.
From Holton St Mary in Colchester, Steel Avenger.
Previous tag team finalists, but with new partners here.
So, Lightning, you're in with. You're with the Steel Avengers. How do you feel about that?
I feel really good about that. We've got a nice mixture of weapons, axes and flippers between us.
Good. Now, what are your tactics?
Get in there and smack them hard.
Lightning has the twin flipper array, the wedge front and the ramming back. Steel Avenger has a steel chassis with steel and polycarb armour and the axe and lifting weapons.
From Harmston in Lincolnshire, Nasty Humphrey.
Inexperienced, they were flops in the UK Championship Series number 4.
From Branston in Lincolnshire, Stinger.
A previous UK Championship Grand Finalist.
What have you got that the others haven't?
We got Go Faster Stripes. So what more do you want?
Is that it? So how's it going to work together as a team?
Basically, we've worked together quite closely. We've fought each other on a number of occasions to the wars, and I think we're a good team, really. What he lacks, I've got, and what I haven't got, he's got.
Nasty Humphrey has the plough-shaped front, it's tough and it self-rights quickly. Stinger has that flailing tail with the blade axe and spikes. All the controls are in the domed wheels.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the two teams. Nasty Humphrey there on the left, captained by Mick Kerfoot. Stinger, captained by Kevin Scott. Steel Avenger, driven by John Willoughby on the left-hand side. Lightning, driven by Laurie Calvert. In the arena for the house robots, we have Dead Metal with the pincers and the saw blade. And also out there is Mr. Psycho. 2, 1. Lightning is first out with Nasty Humphrey. I advised the Humphrey boys to come back with a better machine after they were dumped in the 4th series of the UK Championships, and they have come back with a better machine. You wouldn't believe it though, would you? Lightning very quick onto the attack. It wasn't a forked attack. It was straight in there, and it wasn't a bolt out of the blue either. You could see it coming, Lightning's attack, and Nasty Humphrey in peril from Mr. Psycho and getting away. Just about. Oh, don't go back on the attack on him, whatever you do. Woo-hoo. For a minute there, I thought they were about to commit suicide. Lightning pushes under Nasty Humphrey. Did you see? Stinger thirsting for action and waiting to come into the fray. Not necessary. Just see the back there of John Willoughby and Jackie. Jackie Willoughby, the weapons operator on Steel Avenger, very experienced, still watching on. It's still Nasty Humphrey and Lightning at this moment in time. They can tag if they want to. Very even between the two of them, though. Nasty Humphrey with what doesn't look like a very strong axe weapon, to be honest. Lightning, we haven't seen the dual flippers yet. They can tip an opponent left or right. Out comes Stinger. You never quite know with Stinger. Rotates very quickly, flails like some whirling dervish. Difficult to control, has exposed tyres. Is Eliminator, lost to Chaos 2 in a grand final once upon a time. Is out there at the moment, though, very heavy, that sort of mace axe blade at the end of the flailing arm, and taking on Steel Avenger. Worthy opponent, Steel Avenger, down comes their heavy axe. They were a tag team finalists before in Robot Wars. They back away. Steel Avenger can get up to 15 miles an hour, faster than across the arena than Stinger. Slightly the heavier. There goes the pit button, down goes the pit. They love it. And John and Jackie Willoughby, will they push Stinger in with Steel Avenger? Stinger on the brink, and down! Oh, and Steel Avenger follows through and goes down into the pit as well. So they're out of it, leaving Nasty Humphrey and Lightning to fight again. And the bout will end as it started, and it started in fine style, I thought. In slams Lightning, getting in underneath Nasty Humphrey. And away from the CPZ as Psycho came. Look at that enormous claw. Mr. Psycho has the evil glimmer in his eyes. It's horrible, isn't he? Lightning pushing Nasty Humphrey, which is the heavier of the two here, onto the flame pit. The new boys Lightning, new to Robot Wars, doing well thus far. Nasty Humphrey away. This is a worthy contest. And the two more favoured robots, the more experienced robots, let them down! And Nasty Humphrey takes a terrible blow there from Mr. Psycho's hammer. And up on his side, will it recover? Get away from there, because Psycho's closing down. And the seconds are ticking down towards Cease, and Cease is called just in time, I think, to save Nasty Humphrey. But it goes to a judge's decision. Oh.
And the judges have made their decision. Based, of course, on style, control, damage, and aggression. And they've gone for Lightning and Steel Avenger!
So in hindsight, what would you have done any differently? Could you have?
Cheat. Cheat big time, I think.
What,
just go for it.
Both of you in there together?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have had a lot more fun, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, yeah. Don't want him.
From Gloucester in Gloucestershire, Pussycat.
The reigning tag team champions.
From Dublin in Ireland, Diotoir.
Won it last time with Pussycat as dotty as ever.
Right, I think entertainment is the key to this. If you're looking for serious robot battles, you're not going to get it here. Who are you going to go for?
Him.
Well, we'll let them take care of the chicken anyway.
We've a different plan of attack. You see, we've already been paid by the dog guys and the chicken guys. We're going to just go straight for Pussycat. You know what I mean? Oh!
Teamwork!
That was the bit I wasn't supposed to say.
Diotoir isn't strong, isn't resilient, isn't quick, isn't deadly. I love it. Pussycat has the large vertical spinning disc. I love it too.
From Cannock in Staffordshire, Bulldog Breed.
A previous UK Championship Heat finalist.
From Tiverton in Devon, Robochicken.
Making up the team, the Growl and the Foul.
So you got your flipper,
Yeah.
which is in fine working order.
Yes, it is, yeah.
But are you slightly worried about Pussycat? Because you might not be able to even get underneath there.
Dog and a cat in the arena together, it's got to be tears.
Robochicken has the flipping tail and a great-looking pecking head. Bulldog Breed is improved, hits harder, and the cast nylon armour reacts when hit and gets harder too.
Roboteers, stand by.
To the captains then, Robochicken on the left, captained by Jason Snow, Bulldog Breed by Tony Summerfield, Diotoir on the left-hand side, the Irish boys, and Pussycat captained by Alan Gribble with the glasses there. Now in the arena is Shunt for the House Robots, and Matilda top of your picture with the flywheel tail and the tusks.
3, 2, 1.
So it's Pussycat and Bulldog Breed, the kitty and the pooch, first out. Lots of experience between the two of them. Bulldog Breed has fought in 4 UK championships. Pussycat, thrown into the air there, has fought in 5 UK domestic championships. Can run any way up. Pussycat, but not that way. Thank you very much. You're out. How many lives on a Pussycat? 1, and it's over. In went the Bulldog Breed. Up went the flipper, out went the cat. Now Bulldog Breed takes on Diotoir. We said it would be entertaining. And the dog means business. He's out with the growl and on the prowl. For goodness sake, put him on the leash somewhere. Diotoir on its side, very near the flame pit. And we know what happens to the fur brain machine from Dublin. When it gets onto that flame pit, that is what happens. Diotoir, mercifully, off the flame pit. Wonderful team, great competitors, great fun in the arena and in the pits. So too, Pussycats, Alan Gribble, and Anne and Stuart Barnwell. But they're not going to play much of a role in the tag team terror, are they? What an onslaught by Bulldog Breed there. And that is what's left of Diotoir. Counted out by the ref bot, and that's the most emphatic victory we've seen so far in the tag team terror. It belonged to Bulldog Breed and a Robochicken. We hardly saw that. Oh, Matilda onto Diotoir. Look at the punishing power of the flywheel. Goodness sake, get it out of the arena. Oh, what do they make of it? Well done, Robochicken and Bulldog Breed.
All is well down on the farm. Bulldog Breed and Robochicken, they go marching on.
Right, then, that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting you to be the last one in and the last one going. I didn't expect you to be flipped out.
It was a bit short and sweet, wasn't it?
Yeah, what went wrong?
I think I put the blade on backwards. The blade was spinning the wrong way. We hit him, and normally that would have took his front off. It just bounced off him. And,
so, in a sense, you inflicted the damage on yourselves.
Yeah, stupidity again.
Confirmation of our winning pairs. Still Avenger-Lightning, Bulldog Breed and Robochicken.
Well, they've been unusually well behaved so far, but will all that change? This is round 2.
So, Hydra, phenomenal team. Barbaric Response, very good as well, up against Mini-Morg and X-Terminator. How do you feel about that?
It's going to be difficult, this one. Yeah, they're both good robots.
OK, so what are first thoughts?
I think we'll go out first. We were quite successful last time. We swapped very well, I thought. We swapped 2 or 3 times. It's going to be an interesting battle, but I think we've got the beating of them, actually.
Best of luck.
That's it. Thank you.
So, up against Hydra and Barbaric Response, 2 teams, X-Terminator, reasonable, sensible, and the Mini-Morg team with their inflatable sheep. Now, tell me you're not going to put that in the arena.
We're not going to put that in the arena, but we've done it before.
And you'll do it again?
We'll do it again.
We will. What have you learned from your first experience as a tag team?
Well, apart from the fact they're absolutely mad, the pair of them, for once in their life, the Morg team carried on going for the whole fight.
Is it down to teamwork, or what's it down to?
The sheep.
Teamwork, sheep, and a lot of technical expertise in Marla.
Right. Any on your team, technical expertise?
None whatsoever.
That is? No.
I've got none, and he's got even less.
And Betty's quite good as well.
I hope this lot don't get through, because otherwise I'm going to have to keep interviewing them.
We barely got through last time.
I'm going home.
Hydra. Barbaric Response.
Zach and Damien Barber on the left, Dennis and Andrew Ledbetter and Tom Smith on the right.
X-Terminator. Mini-Morg.
Alan Pritchard and Simon Baldwin, the Exterminator boys, Dorian Cordy and Mark Cooper with Mini Morg.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, we have Growler. Oh, look at the jaws. And after the applause, Dead Metal.
3, 2,
First up then in the tag team Terror semi-finals, Exterminator and Hydra out there. For me, Hydra and Barbaric Response has been the best team so far. An Exterminator and the CPZ that belongs to Dead Metal, and the Sparks can fly. They managed to self-right well, but down into the CPZ and Dead Metal were very quick to come in. Exterminator tried to get the axe going, but that was denied, and they were in trouble. That was a good early push from Hydra, and Exterminator wants to get out of there and let Mini Morg take over. The Mini Morg boys from Swansea, Dorian and Mark. They're the little weapon, the spinning blade at the back and the front bulldozer, but they're not going very far. Barbaric Response, quick onto the attack, can get up to 20 miles an hour. Flipping Mini Morg, that's okay, it's a rollover design machine. Can self-right very easily. Back in comes Exterminator. Quick to tag then, the Welsh boys. They pin themselves to the arena floor. Helped out by Mini Morg. Tut, 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 tut. Barbaric Response still out there. Exterminator slammed onto the arena sidewall. Barbaric Response went into the CPZ, and again, the circular saw can slice through from Dead Metal. Barbaric Response away. Has the front blade, Barbaric Response. It also has a vulnerable aerial, I think, on top there. No one has attacked that so far. Why? Out comes Hydra onto the side of Exterminator. Mini Morg pressed in there, and Hydra's taking on the both of them. And is coming out on top, I'd say. Mini Morg slammed. In comes Exterminator on the tail of Hydra, but Hydra's flipped Mini Morg once again. Roly-poly, pudding and pie. Kiss Hydra and say goodbye, because Hydra's back on the attack. Mini Morg crashes into a CPZ, and that is the kennel for that machine. Mean, moody, magnificent. It's Growler, biting it on the tyres. Exterminator, again driven by Hydra. Hydra, to me, looks a very good machine. There's fought in a couple of domestic UK series. Exterminator, very experienced. Presses the pit release. Was once a UK Championship semi-finalist, Exterminator, but I think the Welsh boys here are in trouble. Mini Morg's going to get counted out. That's for certain. Something's gone wrong in the 750-watt motors. Exterminator just about mobile, but for me, Hydra and Barbaric Response well on top. Out goes Mini Morg. They're finished. And now the others can come in for the kill on Exterminator. This is Hydra again on the chase. That's what's left of Mini Morg. Smoke flying as the saw blade came in. Exterminator left to fight alone. And cease is about to be called, but for me, it has to go to the two remaining machines, Hydra and Barbaric Response, as Mini Morg is finally pitted.
Cease.
To the pit, Hydra and Barbaric Response are through to the tag team final. Well, let me talk to you first. Do you feel a bit let down?
Power of the sheep let us down, didn't they?
They did, didn't they?
Yeah. They said well, Wales was going to carry us, but
you guys were still going. But then,
fill in the pit halfway through.
The pit was the safest place for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Growler was really after you, wasn't he?
He was.
We barely stood up to him.
You barely stood up to him. The sheep, not lucky mascots then?
Not today, not today. But
I thought you were going to hand them over.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here you go, lads. Have some sheep.
Well done, boys.
Let's hear it. Exterminator, Mini Morg. How do you think that went then?
Great.
It went really well, didn't it? You two are two evenly matched robots. You make a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you think it went?
All right.
All right. You're through to the tag team final. What do you mean, all right? It was really good. You battered them, didn't you? All right, guys, good luck in the tag team Terror final. Let's hear it. Well done, lads.
They've come from nowhere and they're doing well. Hydra and Barbaric Response. Next up, Steel Avenger with Lightning against Bulldog Breed with Robochicken.
So, it's the Steel Avenger and Lightning that you're up against.
Yeah, it gets a bit serious now. I think we've the distraction we've still got, still working fine, aren't you, lads? They're there to sweep up the mess and peck a few eyes when it's all over.
We did do a bit of pecking last time, which had absolutely zero effect.
No, we got something stuck in our teeth.
Oh yes, we did. Jolly well done.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the opposition? You know.
Well, if you want to play in our farmyard, you better bring a big tractor.
So you got the chicken, and you got the dog. Who's drawing the short straw?
Me, I think. Yeah, we've
Which
got
one
the
did you
dog.
get?
Yeah,
That's going to be
the
tough.
new guys. Yeah.
They are really tough.
I think they're going to be a really hard one to beat, and they might get us over quite easily. So we're going to have to make sure our self-rider really works well for this one.
I think
Yeah,
so. I think so.
But we're confident.
But then there's a problem because you guys are vegetarian.
That's true. Yeah.
What are you going to do? I mean, you can't chop up a chicken if you're vegetarian.
Well, we can chop it up, but we could just leave it there.
There's no mercy clause in Robot Wars.
There isn't.
You know this, don't you?
I do.
So you might have to take the chicken on as well.
Okay, well, whatever. They might have to take on the dog.
The dog, the chicken. It's like a barnyard.
Bulldog Breed. Robochicken.
And for the two teams that are on the left, Jason Snow's Robochicken boys and Bulldog Breed, captained by Tony Summerfield.
Lightning. Steel Avenger.
The Avengers, John and Jackie Willoughby, with the Lightning boys there.
Roboteers, stand by.
Sergeant Bash is in the arena with the flamethrower and the front pincers, and Growler's back in town.
3, 2, 1.
A very impressive Lightning on the right-hand side. Very good in the first round victory, I felt, against Bulldog Breed, which is the most impressive single robot we've seen in the tag team Terror. And already it looks to flick another machine out of the arena, trying to do to Lightning there what they did in the first round to Pussycat. And it has Lightning teetering on the arena sidewall. Lightning, you need to get out of there, otherwise Lightning will suffer a thunderclap of an attack by Bulldog Breed. Awaiting, Steel Avenger has come out of the CPZ, the Refbot having a look. If Lightning is immobilised and has gone, then Steel Avenger can come out, otherwise it should await the tag. Sergeant Bash comes in and has a look as well. Steel Avenger is on the sidewall, Lightning is away, only as far as Bulldog Breed once again. Spinning but going nowhere because it suffered the original onslaught from the first attack and has not been right since. And Bulldog Breed has one thing in mind, you can tell, it wants to shut Lightning out of the arena. Growler on top of Bulldog Breed! Piggyback, piggyback! It's the clash of the two dogs out there! A real dog fight on the arena floor! And Growler is after the Bulldog. Who's going to win this one? The Bulldog comes out on top! Growler up and over! Way over he went! That's great driving from the Bulldog Breed! And we look for hints in contests like the Tag Team Terror for future UK and World Champions. And I'll tell you what, Bulldog Breed may go close in the future. They look terrific to me. They're taking on Steel Avenger now. In underneath Steel Avenger, that won't cause undue harm. They have a teammate, Bulldog Breed, called Robochicken. You wouldn't believe it, would you? We've not seen much of that. We're not going to see much more of Lightning. They're going to go. It'll leave Steel Avenger to fight on alone. Out there, Bulldog Breed crumpling into Lightning once again. Just got a glimpse, I think, of one of the Robochicken boys. Jason Snow, Farron White and Alec Dick in the team. Steel Avenger side by side with Bulldog Breed, Tony and Robert Summerfield and Carl Aspin in the Bulldog team. Lightning hauled away by Growler. Steel Avenger thinks about an onslaught, just pushing in there behind Lightning on Bulldog Breed. A big boy's toy, you're telling me. It's frightening. Robochicken. And Steel Avenger, who did that? Well, you're out of luck because it was the Robochicken on the attack. And it's 2 against 1 at the moment. and I don't think he's going to do too much avenging for his fallen teammate Lightning. Still Avenger up on its side, cannot self right from there. That has always been a weak spot with Steel Avenger. Bulldog Breed and Robochicken through.
Steel Avenger and Lightning both are mobilised. Robochicken and Bulldog Breed through to the tag team final. Well, Lightning didn't strike twice, didn't strike once.
I know, we were all right last time, but this time Bulldog Breed got the first strike in, and they're really good, and they got us on the sidewall.
They kept trying to get you out the arena.
They didn't do that,
They couldn't quite make it,
We're
could they?
hard to get out.
You got the act working eventually.
It was working all the time.
Well, it wasn't hitting anything at first. You started getting a few hits in.
They kept getting out of the way.
Disappointed?
A little bit, but it was okay. It was good fun.
It was a rumble, wasn't it?
It was.
Hey, Lightning and Steel Avenger! Well. That was a real dog fight.
It was,
especially with you and Growler.
He was the hardest, toughest fight we've had so far. He put a hole in the top of us.
He kept going over your top, though.
Yeah, we tried to get him over the back of us out the arena, but he...
I tell you what, your robot has really improved. What have you done to it?
Everything.
Yeah?
This is the fourth one.
Robochicken, I think you were a bit carried there, weren't you?
Well, we come out good in the end, which with the deflection, and we
You did a nice little flip towards the end there.
Yeah, we come out good in the end, so that's the main thing.
Looking forward to the final. You got Hydra and Barbaric Response. You can have them, can't you?
Oh, why not? We've gone this far. We don't think bad luck anymore. Only good. We got good cluck.
Good cluck. This is what we like to hear. Let's hear it. Robochicken and Bulldog Breed.
So through, for me the strongest team, Hydra and Barbaric Response. For me the strongest robot, Bulldog Breed with Robochicken. And they meet in the final. There should be some battle, I can tell you.
So this is it. A battle to crown this year's Tag Team Terror Champions. It's anarchy in the UK, and I am an anarchist. Let the final begin.
Bulldog Breed. Robochicken.
Have a look at Jason Farron and Alec, the Robochicken boys. There with Tony and Robert Summerfield.
Hydra. Barbaric Response.
I think Zach Barber and Dennis Ledbetter's team have worked very well together.
Stand by.
Mr. Psycho's in the arena for the Tag Team Terror Final. Oh, and to kill a lot too. We've got the heavyweights out there. The two deadliest house robots are in there, along with Bulldog Breed and Hydra, which has been very effective as well. We've seen them previously in a couple of UK championships, but they've been flicked over by Bulldog Breed. Can they self-right? Did they have enough power there, Hydra? I don't think they've got enough power. Out comes Barbaric Response very quickly and slams into Bulldog Breed. That's the first time we've seen the Breed in trouble, and Barbaric Response helping out Hydra. Good teamwork to right Hydra, but hey, it's not in the rules. Bulldog Breed splits the two opponents up. Barbaric Response stunned. Bulldog Breed just waking Robochicken up, I think. Flicking Hydra onto its side. And now shoving Barbaric Response into the CPZ as Hydra once again tries to self-right. And that has been a problem. 99 kilos, and they do not have enough pneumatic power to self-right. In comes Robochicken. We waited and we waited to see the attack power of the chicken. And now we've seen it. Hydra won't have time to self-right. I want to see another powerful, penetrating Robochicken attack. Bye-bye, Hydra. It leaves Barbaric Response to fight alone in this Tag Team Terror Final against the dangerous Bulldog Breed. Attack the Robochicken. They've attacked Robochicken, and why not? Oh, dear. Hydra and Barbaric Response, I think, a beaten team. We know that's the end of Hydra, especially now that Mr. Psycho's got them. Very good team, good performance getting this far. But up against Bulldog Breed, they've met the competition's finest individual machine. Hydra tangled over the flame pit. Water to fire. Hydra to flame. Carried to the pit of doom, gloom and oblivion. And the end of the Tag Team Terror contest for Hydra. Meanwhile, what has Tony and Robert Summerfield done with their teammate Robochicken or their competitor Barbaric Response? They've left that in a CPZ4. Mr. Psycho's hammer. The inner's exposed. Cease is called. Bulldog Breed and Robochicken worthy winners. But what happened to Robochicken?
We have Tag Team Terror champions, Bulldog Breed and Robochicken! Lads, you look gutted.
Yeah.
I've got news for you.
What?
Your self-writer doesn't work. You were helping him out a lot, though. You kept, flipping back over.
That was the plan, but it didn't help much.
And then you messed with Mr. Psycho. What a hammer he's got.
I know, we've got some damage now.
Yeah, is it irreparable, or...?
No, it should be repairable, I hope so.
Don't be too disappointed. You'll come back and try again, won't you?
Yep.
OK, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Barbaric Response, Hydra! Hey, the Bulldog Breed's won something.
Thank you very much, Philip, said so as well.
That looked very great for you, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Everything went wrong coming into the arena because we took some heavy damage from Growler. We won't mention that, though. We didn't know how it was going to perform, really. Everything went wrong coming all the way into it, right up to the point where we went through the doors. And then Robochicken broke down.
Yeah, well, Robochicken, I mean, you had to do it all on your own. Robochicken, I mean, come on, guys. I mean, that was good cluck indeed. Is it a factory chicken? Is it like a battery hen?
Yeah. It's a battered hen.
It's a battered hen now, yes. Hey, guys, take one of them.
Yep, brilliant.
That's for Bulldog Breed.
Thank you.
Take one of them. That's for Robochicken. Show it to the audience. Our Tag Team Terror champions! Well, they've thrown away the rule book. They've broken all the laws. But they're Tag Team Terror champions on Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
I think we should put a lot of credit to Mr. Psycho, who used all that big hammer.
My favourite part was when Mr. Psycho came in the arena and squashed everyone to bits.
Coming next time, the first heat in our new blood competition. 6 newcomers to the war zone do battle. New talent, old problems. Who will survive the house robots? Who will stand proud? And who will fire our imagination?